as this, and me and Will had gone like, we really messed up. This is right. We're going to go to America. We're going to be like really nice. We're going to be, none of this. So we went there, and as soon as we got there, every gig that they'd, we did a 30-day tour in the States, and every gig there was they had students who would work for the label, and they would put up probably about 100 posters that just said Adorable, the band you love to hate. So we'd walk into the venue and there'd just be this thing just going, band Adorable, basically a bunch of, is what it was saying. Yeah. It's like, and we were doing the interviews, and they were going, hey, you guys seem kind of nice. Why are you the band you love to hate? We're going, yeah, well, it's just the record label thinks that's what it should be. So it was, yeah, kind of.
And what about the process of recording Against Perfection, first album? What was that like?
We did that with Pat Collier, and when we originally started, Eddie, our manager, knew Pat Collier well. So Pat came to see us, he gave us some free studio time, and we did a 3-track demo. So Pat Collier, thank you very much, Pat, really helped us and was a real ally.
Yeah, he was on Team Adorable, really, wasn't he? He was, of the. And if when you look back on it, it was us, it was Eddie, our manager, and Mick Griffiths, who was our agent, was brilliant, and Pat, and they were. And Mike at EMI.
Yeah.
But the thing that's most often said about the first album is how tight the rhythm section is, and there is a good reason for that. Is that me and Kevin had to share a bed for 5 weeks because the record company managed to book us a flat in Camden that only had, I think, was it 2 bedrooms? Maybe 3 bedrooms, maybe it was 2. So one of you was sleeping in the lounge. One of you had a room, that's probably you, Pete, I assume, and me and Kev were sharing a bed for 5 weeks. Yeah.
Team building.
Yeah, kept us very tight.
We loved. I really like the sound of that album. It's kind of I like alternative music with a bit of an edge, but I do like it slightly polished. I do like when all the bands that I've mentioned on majors, and they do tend to, although Bunnymen and Mary Chain, Psychedelic Furs, Cure, they do have quite polished sound, and I really like that. I think Creation maybe felt that it was slightly too polished. They'd have preferred it rougher. And certainly when we went to do the second album, if it was our choice, we probably would have just carried on working with Pat. But
I'm right to say he produced Walking on Sunshine, Treating the Waves, did he not? So this was probably the bit that Creation weren't so.
But he did the first House of Love album.
With the Wonder stuff, I think.
Yeah.
But and you might be thinking this was a very rock and roll experience, sort of writing these songs in the studio at 4 o'clock in the morning. But Pat Collier was start at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. I can't remember which man. And back in the days when Last Orders was at 10:30, we'd have to finish at 9:30, 10 on the dot, so that we could go to the pub to have a kind of a Last Orders pint. So